It has been a while since I've done an unboxing video, and that is on purpose. If I'm gonna do an unboxing video, I want it to be special. I want it to be a pair that you're not gonna see on your YouTube feed. But this time I'm doing something a little bit different. These are all pairs that are pretty much new to me. Some of these I've never tried out this specific model, and they are in a different size that I normally buy. And let's just have some fun. First up is this pair that I just took off my feet. These are the Asics Gel 2055. And I immediately knew I had to include these in this video because they survived the trip to New York City. As you guys may or may not know, if you go to New York City, you're gonna be doing some walking. And this pair absolutely passes the test. You know, I felt so confident that this pair was gonna do well that I didn't pack any other sneaker. That is crazy for me. If I go anywhere for 2 nights, I usually bring 4 shoes. One for breakfast, one for lunch, one for dinner, and one for a surprise. But this pair did me justice all on its own. This model is a little bit of a mashup, taking inspiration from Asics GT 2050 and 2060. I believe you get that gel on there that you can visibly see in that green, and then you have an EVA midsole mesh up top. But listen, we're not getting into a deep review of this shoe because I bought a bunch of Asics recently and we're gonna compare them. What I can say right out of the gate is that I like these. They're linked for you down in the description. Enjoy. And while we're talking about runners, let's get into a pair of New Balance that I found on eBay for $40. Absolutely a crazy find. We have the New Balance 996 Gradient. This pair is over 10 years old. It doesn't look like any other New Balance that you've seen. It's unlike the normal New Balance 996 that's made in the USA. I just featured a pair of 996s. I really like them. But I saw these and thought that this would be a good pair to go with these pants that I'm gonna show you right now. I believe I featured these in a video. I don't know if the Gap and Palace stuff is still available. If it is, I'll link it for you guys down in the description. But obviously you can see those maroon and navy hits. It's kind of a streetwear vibe because these are unlike any of the other New Balances that you can get right now. And by the way, both of these are in a size 12. That's what I'm buying nowadays, a size 12. I sold a lot of my 11 and 11.5s yesterday at a little sneaker event I did, if you saw my last video. So shout out to you guys. I know a lot of you got some crazy deals, and I'd like to give a special shout out to the people in Ohio. Sounds random, right? Why am I shouting out Ohio? Well, sometimes I do the shipping for my own clothing brand that I'm wearing right now just to see where the brand is going, who's wearing it from where. And a lot of those orders go to California, a lot go to New York, Florida. You know, we ship to all different states, pretty much every state there's been orders from. But the sneaker drop, there was tons of Ohio orders. So I thought that was kind of cool. So shout out to the people in Ohio. I hope that you're actually subscribers here and not just resellers, because I was selling shoes for as low as $9. Other ones for 30. If any of those are left, by the way, they'll be linked for you down in the description. But I have a pair of New Balance here. I've been wanting to try this model out. There's been a few colorways that have dropped. I'm eager to check these out. I've never even seen them in person. That looks so cool on the label. I'll show that to you guys. I just like the fact that it says 1000. But we have a pair in size 12, of course, my new size. Oh, all right. All right. I can get down with that. I was not expecting them to look as aged as they do. That's cool. That's cool. And I'm glad that, wow, these would go pretty well. This tennis ball green, I thought it was a yellow. It's kind of a, no? The first thing that jumps out at me is that aged midsole. It's quite aged. And you know, the retail price on these being $150 is interesting. I think that they would have moved a little bit more at $140, $130. However, I will say the leather is nice on these, and there's a fair amount of it. So no complaints on the materials. I like the speed lacing system, and hopefully these size 12s work for me. Let me know if you guys have grabbed a pair of the New Balance 1000 yet. Did you get any of the ALD collab. What do you think about them? Let me know. And then real quick, something from Nike. Got these on the sneakers app. I knew I wanted to get them. I don't believe they sold out. But again, with me buying bigger sizes, these are in, I believe, yeah, a 12.5. I can count on one hand how many 12.5s I have in my entire collection, and I have hundreds of shoes. I hope that these are almost too big for me. That's what I'm hoping, because 12.5s are hard to get. Size 12, in general, they always sell out first, and I'm not gonna make a lot of complaints in this video because I'm feeling good. It's gonna be a great month. Who cares if a shoe sells out in your size? But it's frustrating to buy a size 12. Even more frustrating to buy a 12.5, I'd imagine. And I know, wow, those actually look pretty sweet. Nike Airmax 95 Torontos. Real quick, as much as I just wanted to do an unboxing on these, they deserve more than that, because each one of these layers tells a story behind this shoe, and I think it's awesome. The white here represents the clouds for limitless possibilities. If you're looking up at the sky, just wondering about things, that white just represents that. The gray here represents a young street, which is the longest street in the world. The gradient colors here represent all of Toronto's sports teams. So I'd imagine the dark red here is the Raptors, the blue is the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm sure I'm leaving a team out, but that's just what comes to mind initially. And then the red Nike swoosh is for Canada. You get a little bit more of that gradient transition on the outsole. And then on the tongue, this one says East End, the other says West End, representing two different areas of Toronto. And then the insole also has a nod to Toronto. And while I have the chance here, I'm going to show you two different speed lacing systems. They look really similar. Obviously, the New Balance 1000 that I showed you earlier is on top. And somehow, even though these 95s look wide, they look like a brick, these 1000s fit better. If you have a wide foot, these fit better than the 95s do. I don't understand it. Visibly, it looks like it should be the other way around, but oh well. So again though, 12.5, size 12, different brands. So out of all four pairs, let me know which is your favorite. They're all runners. You know, we gotta be comfortable. We gotta get our right size. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. Hit that thumbs up, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys have been rocking. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.